Hey guys. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I think I've done enough talking. From your perspective, it's like a few minutes, but from my perspective, it seems like it's been going on for hours. So we need to start setting up your environment. And before we even set it up, we need to kind of start at the basics. We are going to be setting up a virtualized environment on your machine. Before we do that, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to kind of explain to you what a virtualized environment is, what your options are, and I'm going to share with you what I'm going to be going with as far as installation goes. Well, it says VMware on here, so I think I kind of ruined that surprise, but we'll do all the other stuff. So, what is virtualization? It is the process of creating a software based or a virtual representation of something. So, what in plain English, what that means is you say you're running a Windows box, okay? We're going to put a virtual host on your machine and that host is going to have multiple clients which you can do different OSs, different type of vulnerable systems, things like that. So we're going to take your Windows operating system, we're going to put an application on it, and that application is going to allow us to break into other operating systems. So when you look down below, there are many options here, okay? You have VMware and you have VirtualBox, VBox. These two are probably the biggest players in the market right now. And the reason these two make the top of the list is because they are very well integrated with Kali Linux, which is the set of tools that you're going to need to do your hacking. You do have other options, and they're all listed here, but I use VMware for multiple reasons. Number one is because I have a license for it. It's an older version than the one that's out there now, but the functionality is the same. Number two, for you, VMware actually gives a 60-day free trial to their product, full functionality. So you can definitely download that, and if it works for you, then purchase it long run, right? And number three is, as I mentioned, it is integrated with Kali Linux. Kali Linux is one of the ISO files that we're going to load up. So if you use one of the other VM machine types, then you're going to have to load up Kali Linux and tell it what kind of operating system it is and how you want to configure it by detail. Whereas if you do VMware, you simply download the right ISO file, you load it up. So you're not creating a new one, you're loading one up as if it's already existed. So it makes the work a lot easier. So again, from my perspective, I'm going to be using VMware, but you are more than free to use whatever you want. And now, I'm sure you want to get your hands a little dirty, so we're going to do our first demo, and that is going to be the quick installation process for VMware.